Hello, welcome back to Godsmack's Gaming. I am Godsmack. Today we are going to talk about heroic Terros in the Vault of the Incarnates. One of the main things to remember here is tectonic barrage. It's a pulse that happens that damages the entire raid if tank is not in range. So make sure your tanks are always in range. So we have Rock Blast. As you can see, it's a big yellow circle. Everybody needs to stack in it to soak the damage. All the other DPS get little circles and they need to be split up on two sides of the circle. As you can see, shattering impact here. Of course, that's bad. Get out of it. Stay out of the little fractured rubbles. Avoid the yellow swirlies. Tanks use those lines to destroy the pillars in the middle of combat. So here we go. We fight, 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 fight. Here we go. We're going to soak again. And as I said before, you want to try to align the pillars so there's 2 on one side, 3 on the other, depending on your raid side. You do not want DPS or healers in those beams. Tanks are bad enough. Here we go again. Out of the circle. Avoid the small swirlies. Avoid the beam. Now the more pillars there are that are hit by the beam, the more damage you will take. It does hurt. Now we use a Warlock gate to just zap out of this, so you can see I couldn't find the gate there. And as the fight progresses, this does get it does do more damage, but the tactic stays pretty much the same for the entire fight. See, now we have 6 pillars. If you can't see, we should have evened them up. That was bad. We have 4 on one side, 2 on the other. That means it's going to hurt. Swirlies everywhere. Just keep avoiding. And there you have the entire fight pretty much. As I said, the damage does ramp up the longer in the fight you go. It is very much a healer check and a DPS race all up in one, because as you can see the room is shrunk and it'll shrink into basically a pie, 4 slices of really big pie. Pie. We have found that it is best to try to stay stacked up as much as possible, but every now and then you tend to go, oh, what am I doing? I'm over here, and it helps with the swirly location. Use the Warlock gate. We're free, so now half of the room is done. You can see his almost at, I think 35 or so %. So sometimes it can be a real pain to avoid those pillars because you do get stuck on them. And honestly, as you can see, sometimes I'm a little bad about running out of range, which does affect my DPS, which isn't good as a melee. Go Power Rangers. Yep, go Power Rangers. The random things you say when you're streaming on Twitch and cutting videos for YouTube. Watch your step. As you can see, as the room gets smaller, it gets harder and harder to avoid stuff because you can't spread out to drop the swirlies and stay stacked up. And you see everybody coming in. Special. Now we only have one part of the room left. And it's do or die. You either kill the boss at this point or you wipe the raid. So usually in this stage we don't break the pillars. We just go. You see how many pillars there are. That would really hurt. And we we got one of the pillars there, and we normally avoid them. But you can see the amount of damage it did. It just melted several of us. It's hard for the healers to keep up at that point. And I got a battle res just in time to kill the boss. Not the best timing, but it worked. So there we go. Heroic Terros. Terros. Heroic big giant earth guy that likes to slam. He's angry. Anyways, I appreciate all of you watching. I hope everybody has a great day. Thank you, and see you next video.